Hi, Ross Tinney here. The casting process, auditioning for a role, just going for a job interview, all can be an extremely stressful experience, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to share with you a heap of tips that I've observed over the years as a director to help you improve your chances for success. Let's get started. First of all, let's clarify the difference between casting and audition. Well, audition is a performance by an aspiring actor or performer to demonstrate suitability or talent for a role, while casting is the act or process in selecting actors for that role. Well, I'm glad we got that one sorted out. What? Oh, this? No, that's a BCC, a basal cell carcinoma or cancer. Yeah, it's all good. This is my third operation. They take a skin graft from my ear and replace the bad bits with a bit from my ear. In fact, I reckon that I'm hearing better through my nose now than I've ever done. So here's my advice. Slip, slop, slap. What does that mean? Slip on a shirt, slap on some 50 plus sunscreen, and slap on a hat. Okay, that's my health tip for the day. Casting. For me, casting is about 75% of my role as director. Casting, or hiring the very best talent that my budget can afford, and that's the key, that my budget can afford, is the most focused, singular goal for me. The director wants, the casting director wants, the producer, everybody wants you to succeed. They're looking for someone to make their production go silky smooth. So while you're on set delivering the performance of a lifetime and everyone thinks the director is a rock star, all they've done is choose the right person. Morgan Freeman made a very interesting observation. Oh, this is my book, My POV, Getting Ahead in the Film Industry. I'll leave a link at the end of the film. You can maybe go onto Amazon. Back to Morgan. He says, a good director is a good casting agent. Once you've done that, you're out of it. You're not directing the actors, you're directing the movie. Clint Eastwood is a good example. He doesn't say much to the actors except this is where you start and this is where you finish. Acting? That's my job. That's a good director. And he'll only take 2 shots. Okay, nice one, Morgan. So what can you do as a performer to get the casting director swayed in your direction? Well, for starters, be yourself when you walk in the room. Not crazy or overconfident, just be your pleasant and confident self. Connect with the reader. Be that someone they might want to work with in the future. Know the director and their work. Is he a fast, frenetic kind of director, or is he a slow, one-shot, 3-minute, one-take kind of dude? Well, view their work and find out. And this one's a big one. Know your lines backwards and forwards. Regularly. Frighteningly regularly, I have actors rock up to my casting sessions not having learnt their lines. It's really bizarre. First they start with the lame excuses. I only got the script this morning. It went through the washing machine. And then the even lamer requests. Would you mind if I just work off my phone? I can just sort of hold it out here. Or maybe I could just tape the script underneath the camera, and yeah, that should be okay, and you won't even notice that I'm not looking at the camera. It should be great. Really? That's quite disappointing. To win a professional role, you have to act like a professional. It's not difficult. Those who learn their lines win. Why? Well, it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Those who learn their lines are so much more confident. When you are confident, you are flexible. Confidence and flexibility mean that if they change the lines, change your character, your gender, ethnicity, you have the confidence and flexibility to roll with it. Whatever they throw at you, you can deliver it confidently, professionally. It's as simple as that. Everything happens very quickly in an audition, so be open. And remember, the script is just a rough guide, and the magic is what you bring to it. There may be 100 actors in the waiting room coming in looking just like you, reading the same lines as you, So you've got to find those special gold moments between the lines, underneath the lines, that set you apart. Here's what happened to actor Greg McNeil in one of his auditions.
There have been instances where I've managed to wrangle my way in and change the director's mind. I went for other roles, like typically go for a cop or something, especially in The Shark Net, where I played the evangelist Billy Graham. Now, they didn't have me for that at all, and I thought I had a pretty good Billy Graham in me, so I took the risk and auditioned for the role which they wanted me for, which was quite nice. I'm just talking about auditioning here, relating to Morgan Freeman's, like it's all over in the casting. They didn't have me in mind for Billy Graham, and I thought I could do it, and so I just took along a CD player of Elvis Presley singing the gospel songs, learnt the speech of Billy Graham, and said, plugged it in, and gave it a crack. And the casting director was like, but the director of the miniseries was going, oh, hang on, give him a go, and I went through it all, and I finished up getting the role, and it's one of the best roles I've ever had, and it's one of the best, I'm proud of it. And I went a long way to get it.
What a great result. Well done, Greg. Another tip, think about the scene you are in. Make sure you find out as much as you can about what happens in the scene before, right before you say your first line. And what happens in the scene after. It could make a huge difference. Understand not only the character you're playing, but the characters around you. Find out as much as you can about these characters. Draw on something perhaps the others haven't thought about because they didn't spend enough time with the script. For example, the relationship between the people in the scene. Have they just met, or have they been married for 10 years? This will have a huge impact on how they converse with each other. What I like to share with my students is the trickle-down effect that great casting can have on a film, on any film. You as the professional on set delivering the performance of a lifetime, the client, the agency, the financial people, the whole crew are looking at you and saying, wow, this is fantastic. The whole performance has lifted the whole production. But more importantly, you're doing only 1 or 2 takes. What happens there is that you're moving on to the next scene so much quicker. There's no overtime at the end of the day. So who's another happy camper? You're right, the producer. Budget's all looking really, really rosy. Then you go on to the post-production where the editor is looking at 1 or 2 takes, not 20 or 30. So the whole post-production process is happening so much quicker. Why? All because the director cast the right person. Here's a thing for me that gets talent off to a distinct disadvantage. They come to an audition for a businessman or woman dressed in short pants, t-shirt and sandals. In other words, dressed totally inappropriate for the part. I love it when an actor has read the script, understood the character, and comes dressed with a hint of that character. It brings his role into sharper focus when those are viewing the casting tape, and I think it gives them a head start on the rest of the field. Having said that, don't come dressed in a clown's outfit to audition for a clown. You can guarantee the director will want to cast you as a businessman. Not a good look. So find a middle ground dress code that can be great for various roles. So have fun, enjoy auditioning, be open and adaptable. Just go in as your pleasant, confident self. Oh, and don't forget to take a photo and CV of yourself. They may only have your name and agent, and it's important to leave something tangible behind so they can refer back to you when you leave the room. You want your agent and the casting directors to be fans of yours, so you eventually get asked to audition for regular roles, thereby improving your chances. Get them on side, and before you know it, you'll be on the screen. Well, thanks for your time, and I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any stories of some great or not so great auditions, I'd love to hear them. And please do subscribe to my channel below and ring the bell for notifications. And if you would like to order my book, I have the link below as well. So see you on the next video. Take care, work hard, and be nice to people. Cheers.